It's mid-March, so I'm a little late for a March plan with me, but honestly, that feels pretty accurate for where I am right now. Welcome to the start of my 30 by 30. We are 11 months out. So I have 30 goals that I want to complete before I turn 30 years old, and this is relatively new for me to want things, to have goals that I actually care about, because for the last 7, almost 8 years now, I've been dealing with a lot of mental health issues that didn't seem to want to be responsive to any of the treatments. So now that we now that my psychiatrists have, plural, have finally gotten things like under control, we figured out what I needed and how and the doses and all of that. So we've done all of that, and yeah, I'm it's so weird to say. I'm wanting to live again, which is, it feels crazy. And I'm 29, I just turned 29. And so before I turn 30, I have a set of things that I want to do that would both improve my life and set me up now to be independent, because I haven't been able to be independent. I've been working on and off and really heavily reliant on my parents, just because, especially with the depression, oh my goodness, I couldn't really do anything, let alone work and make money and support myself financially. So it's March. My birthday was in February. The beginning of February. It has been exactly 1 month, and some of my old habits are really coming to bite me, because I aim super, super high. And when you have the structure to, like, oh, aim for the moon, land among the stars, you know what I mean? When you have the structure to land among the stars, beautiful. You still accomplished something, right? Not me. Not me. No, because mine was more like shoot for the moon, aim for the moon, whatever that is, and then realize gravity exists. Yeah. This time, I'm still aiming for the moon, but I'm putting up structures and safeties to make sure that when I don't have a perfect day, when I'm not feeling my best, when I don't really have the energy or anything to complete a goal, that's okay, that it can be flexible, that I can, sorry, really just that I can be flexible with myself and with my goals and everything that I'm trying to achieve. So nothing really has super hard start or stop dates. Only a few things do. So, like, finishing my degree. So I'm getting a general BA, and that's on a pretty strict timeline. I'm so close though. I'm in my final semester. I have 3 classes that I'm doing, and they're, dare I say, going well? I don't know. Okay. That was a long-winded way of saying hi. If you're new here, I am too. I'm Madelyne. This is the Rehinge Club. And yeah, let's plan March. Wait, okay. I think before we start planning March, a very quick reflection of February is called for. Just to kind of see what went well, what didn't. Most things didn't. Actually, no, I don't know that that's true. We're gonna check. We're gonna check in. And just a quick little reflection of February, and then we will get to actually planning March. So my word for February is embarrassing. Because I just stopped trying. I had so many different things, I just stopped trying entirely. I was a quitter in February. I was. And I mean, I feel like part of that was because the whole aim for the moon, learned about gravity situation, right? I mean, like, I just tried to hightail it to some pretty hefty goals, and got pulled back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. So I did get some of my simpler goals done. I had a tattoo right here that I didn't like, and so I got it covered with this piece. So the cover up is part of it. I also have tattoo removal on my list because there's a little part, just the jaw. I feel like the jaw is screaming through the sky, and I hate that. And I said that when the stencil went on, and both my mom, who was there with me, and the tattoo artist were like, yeah, nobody's gonna read it like that. And I still, what, like 10 years later, I still read it like that. So I'm getting just the jaw removed. And then I have a new tattoo artist who I'm obsessed with who did this piece, this one. Yeah, and he's gonna work some magic and figure that out. So I also finished, I'm gonna put my little list up over here. So I've split all of my goals into two categories, input and output. So input is things that I'm absorbing, receiving, learning, and output is things that I'm making, doing, or showing up for. So far, I have my tattoo cover up done. I have all of the CAPM courses, the Google ones through Coursera, those are all done, which got me my hours to apply for the CAPM exam. So that will be next. I've made a couple friend attempts. One of them worked. I've made 3. This is number 3, and I've made 3 attempts, and one of them worked. Monthly journal summaries. I did my February summary. I did my February no phone month. That puts us at 5 things. And then writing a letter. I wrote a letter. It was actually really cute. It was to my friend Jess in Australia. What a cutie. Okay, so that was February. In the second half of February, nothing really happened because I aimed too high and then couldn't complete everything in an instant, and so I got discouraged. Okay, so here's what I'm doing differently for March, is I have completely revamped the list. I've taken off some insane things, and I've lowered a lot of the more like intense goals, like saving $30,000 by my 30th birthday just in this year. I don't make that much. Like, I would have to not spend anything at all, ever. And I just got Uber Eats today. I don't want to give that up. I'm reducing it because I am basically funding the Uber Eats operation independently on my own. But, so we're reducing it, but we're not eliminating it completely because we're trying to be realistic. And I have more scheduled check-ins. So I've printed out my little chart sheet, whatever, checklist. It's called a checklist. I've printed out my checklist and I put it on my whiteboard that I see every single day when I come into my office, and hopefully that'll get me thinking about what I'm trying to do more, so that when I find I have an extra moment that I haven't like scheduled anything in for yet, I can work towards these goals instead of taking a nap, which is what happened in February. I got a lot of sleep in February. And finally, the more intense part of the check-ins is going to be vlogging. So the next video, the goal for this channel is to do the beginning of the month, like a plan with me situation and a reflection on the last month. And then the middle of the month will be a vlog of the first 2 months and like how everything's going and like actually in it instead of just sitting here. Alright, so on Canva, I have a very minimalistic situation going on here. I've decided that my color of the month is green. I'm going to change all of that really quick. Hello, let me select you. Oh my gosh, do I have to do that for every single line? Yeah, I do. I'm going to make that one slightly darker. Magic and babies. I think I want these guys, the next green, darker. Whoop, that was what I wanted. Okay, instead of, I think that's black, I'm gonna make it a darker green. Okay, I should probably be sitting up straight, but I am not gonna be doing that because I would rather be comfortable. So get comfortable, we're planning March. I have a handful of things here to help me plan. So I have my kind of weekly planner, not kind of, that's exactly what it is. It's a weekly planner. And then I have my school schedule. Like I said, it's the 8th. So we're just going to ignore these 1 through 7. Honestly, we're ignoring 8 too. Okay, so we have 3 and a bit weeks to plan for. Freeze all of this. I'm going to lock everything so that it can't move about as I change things. Okay, we have therapy. Hey. Take a minute. I will play some music. We can plan together. Get a calendar or whatever your preferred planning system is, and let's get March under control together. March looks like. I'm just going to make it pretty. Art Nouveau. Just because I really like these graphics. I don't know. They're so fun. Like that one. Pretty. Florals. Nice. And I think that's it. I'm surprised at how excited I am for March. I feel like things are finally on track. I'm being realistic. I'm set up to land among the stars instead of, or to hit the moon. No, I'm hitting the moon. I'm hitting the moon. I will steal the moon. I get distracted so easily, sorry. I literally have my phone here with notes to keep me on track, and I'm not staying on track. Yeah, so this month is feeling a lot less uncertain, feeling a lot more confident. I don't know about certain, but confident. Definitely more confident this month. And I hope you're ready for my attempt at vlogging. I've not really done it well before, and I'm not going to do it well anytime soon, but I'm going to keep trying, and I will get there. I will get there eventually. And so that's my. I got a message from the Uber Eats guy. Sorry. What was I saying? Okay, so posting on YouTube twice a month. I hope I see you again. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me, and I hope you've planned out a little bit of your March. I'm so glad you're here. Let's keep going. 30 by 30.